Hey everyone, it's Kim Barnes Jefferson here, and I help women get the courage to live a fearless life so they can finally get their best life. So, I was thinking this morning during my walk, I think about how many times we as women put off our lives. You know, it's when I graduate from college, or when I get to college, when I get married, when I have a baby, when I buy my first house, when. And then eventually, most of us never take that action because it's never the right time, right? So I was thinking about my life, and I was like, you know, there's been 3 times in my life where I could have gone left and I could have gone right. And I feel like I, took the right fork for myself at that particular time. The first time I was like 21. And I got this big internship at a huge advertising agency in New York City, and I was so excited. And I remember my parents lived on Long Island at the time, cultural Mecca, and I had to take the Long Island Railroad into the city. And you're 21, so you're going out at night all the time. And I remember I'm dead dog tired, getting the 6:10 train, express train into Penn Station. And I was looking around and I'm like, is this my life? Is this my life? And so kind of made that micro decision in my mind that, you know what? Commuting into New York City was not for me. It was just not for me. So then, fast forward, I moved to Boston, and I didn't have to take the Long Island Railroad. So I moved to Boston, and this is probably like maybe 7 or 8 years later. I'm working for this huge software company, and I am their marketing event manager. And I'm flying 100,000 miles a year, staying at really nice places, going to really nice, cities, exploring, and, I'm under 30 doing all of this. And I'm on a trade show floor, and at the time it was one of the biggest computer trade shows in the world, and I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, is this my life? Am I gonna be 40, sucking up exhaust from a forklift, telling the guys how to lay carpet? And I was like, something's gotta change. And so something did. And I started working in the fitness field. And I started working for a gym, and I'm doing the fitness hustle. I'm, bookending, had my corporate job, I'm training in the morning, I'm training at night, training at lunchtime, and then eventually, that corporate job goes away, and I'm doing fitness full time, and I'm, still running. I'm running between 3 clubs, not knowing the day of the week unless I'm looking at my phone to tell me where I should be and what time I should be. And I was dead dog tired, and I was like, something's got to change. And I remember I said this off the cuff thing to a girlfriend. And I said, I just want to live the flip-flop life. And I just said it off the cuff. And, for anyone who knows me, I say a lot of stuff off the cuff. And that one sentence never left me, the flip-flop life. And I've said it enough times to friends, and they always are like, Kim lives a flip-flop life. She's traveling here, there, and everywhere. And I was like, I don't really travel all that much, because I think in my mind, compared to when I had my corporate job, when I flew 100,000 miles a year and, 2 to 3 weeks out of any month, I was gone. And then I think to myself, I'm like, well, okay, I do travel a lot, because this year, I've gone to Russia, I've gone to Amsterdam, I've been to San Diego, I've been to Florida, I've been to Charlotte. I was like, I guess I do travel a lot. I do live the flip-flop life. And for me, what that means is I can come and go as I please. I am not beholden to anyone, but I've set my business up so that I can work that I can work in the pockets of my day. And as long as I have a cell phone and an internet access, I'm good to go. So that's the flip-flop life. And that's what I live. And so if you're someone who's just like always putting stuff off and waiting for it to be the right time, I want to wake you up. There's never going to be the right time. And so if you're fed up and you have those is this my life moments, let's talk. Let's talk about the flip-flop life. Let's talk about what that would look like for you. How could you implement that in your life? And how do you get the courage and the confidence and the clarity to set yourself free? So just do me a favor, hit me up in the DM, and have a fabulous day.